For that fantasy grandma square, I picked up such a beautiful range. Color. It's 100% cotton, here at 50 grams, 330 meters. And hook 1 millimeter. I will start knitting green. First row fits, like the simplest classic grandma square. Making a magic loop. And pull out. Loop. Now I can tighten the ring a little. Tying 3 air loops. Make it and hear more. Untie. 2 columns with 1 cape. A total of 3. Further arch of 3 air loops. And the next 3 columns with 1 cape. Into a magical loop. And such groups, we should have 4. And here I tied 4 groups of columns. 4 and can tighten the magic ring. And end the series in an unusual way. 1 air loop, naked, times 2, 3. In the 3rd loop, I tie a column. Half column with cape. And leave the loop. I will still need her. I can fix this thread and trim the excess. On the 2nd row, I take the lilac color. Doing loop. Securing her. And on the 2nd row, I will knit these lush, beautiful columns. There will be 4 of them too, times 2, 3, 4. Me coming in, into any arch. And fix the loop here. Further here I tie. Column without cape. And doing 1 air loop. And now here's me central. Here in this column with 1 cape of the previous row. Need to tie a lush pole. I pull it off. Doing make it again. 5 pulling out. And 3rd cape pull out. And now I tie it together. And 2 loops together too. Next doing 2 air loops. And again lush column here too. Fixed. 2 air loops. Naked and here same. 3rd lush column. These are the 3 petals we got. Further 1 air loop and into the arch. Chairs without cape. Further repeat. And yes. Second. And third. Here we came where we did not complete the row. See, the thread remained, and I doing one air loop, and here, under this arch, tying, column, without cape, further loops send to the left side, and then continue to knit these petals. Well, and so on according to the scheme. Column and signs before cooking, and the next 3 petals times 2. Into the second loop. Complete this series. Make him cut off. And now I need to secure the strings on the left side. Third row is like first, and knits 2. Green color. Here we see the loop left. We now go into a column without a cape. And here stretch. Green loop. All we are ready to knit. So, as usual here, we have 3 air loops, which replace the column with 1 cape. And 2 more. Here same. This is our first veer. Further chain of 5 air loops. And 3 more columns. Here is above this column of the previous row. 1. Second. And third. Further we have arch of 3 air loops. Cape, and here also 3 more columns with 1 cape. 1. Pretty though. 3. Next comes the replay, the chain. out of 5 air loops. And again, repeat this corner element. Complete this corner and knit another third and fourth. Me completing the row, tied the second group. Out of 3 columns and now an air loop. Naked, times 2, 3. Half column. Third row I finished. The fourth row also consists of lush columns, and it's I will knit white. I go to the top here as the central column of lush, picking up the green chain and tying it here. White, floss, here I tie, column. Without a cape and further I see according to the scheme, very similar to second row. 1 air loop, naked and times 2. Here 3 lush columns. First one. Second. And third. Here's a column and 3 lush. Further into the corner, we also have a column without a cape. 1 air loop, and here in the corner. Then again, 1 air loop, and here 3 lush columns. And so we will have 2 on each side. These are the flower. Here's this arch we tie this way. And again, times 2, knit flower. That's such a formed corner. These are the ones we should have 4. Once again, I will show you this corner. Where do we have a loop? Making an air loop. And here we go, under this loop we tie. Column without cape. Then we send the loop, thread on the left side of the green thread, and further knit. Next one. Petal. And so on. Meet at the end. I complete the row with white strings. and cut off the threads. Now I need tuck white threads. That's so neat and beautiful on the left side. Well, here it is beautiful on the right side. Next row, 5th. We also have green color. And here's this loop. Now we will miss her. To the top of this column. We are all ready to knit the 5th row. 5th row differs from previous themes. What except corners? Here still on the side of the square will be here, such a column group. We are on the corner. Therefore knit. First group of columns. And here same. 2 more stems. Is ready. Further. Arch of 5 air loops. And over this column, tie 3 columns with 1 cape. Why only 3? Because they're not on the corner. Are I on the side? And when we come to the corner, there will be again 2 groups of columns. Trouble. And here also 3 more. This is how a corner is formed, just like in previous ranks. There is only 1 Varicheck on the side. Still knit. Times 2, 3, and 4 finish the row. I finished the 5th row. Sixth row similar to the 4th and 2nd. Where the corners we form 2, and where in the center there will be 1 flower. And the color I take is pink. Going into the top, any flower of the previous row. Picking up green arch and tie them together. New thread. And here I tie a column. without cape. And further, according to the usual scheme, knit the next flower, finish squad. Seventh row, we have green again. And knit this side square. On the side of the square, times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. On the corners of the square, times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Finishing the 7th row. Times 2 3. Here I will not have green color anymore, so I cut the thread. Now I will fill it on the left side. And next row, 8th row, I'll have the white one. And he goes by algorithm. Also like 4th, 6th row. In the corners, we'll have 2 white flowers. And on the side of the square, will times 2, 3, such here our separate flower. Now I will link and show what it will look like. Following the algorithm of the scheme, I tied white color row, and I wanted to finish my grandma's square with green. Basically, you can knit to infinity. A whole blanket can be tied continuing. Here are these patterns. According to this scheme, well, I stopped there, and I really like this square. You can tie more such squares and connect them. Green color. Well, how? What ideas did you have write in the comments? Subscribe, put likes, and I'm waiting for you on my channel.